ask what this is, tell them this is what the true black image is. One life collective, no black nemesis. One fight, protection of the black premises. This is black privilege. When they ask what this is, tell them.
Welcome to the Black Privilege Podcast.
Yo, welcome to the first episode of the Black Privilege Podcast. I have here with me my team, my collective, the One Life Collective. I'm so excited for our first episode. I'm just going to start off with introductions. My name is Michael, to the left.
I'm Baba.
I'm Amari.
And I'm Matt.
And we are the One Life Collective. We are so excited to bring you all like some dope, inspiring content. We are extremely excited. But we're going to start off the way we start off our collective meetings. And I'm going to leave that to my boy Amari.
So, of course, we got to start with our mental health check-ins. We want to just go around and just see how everybody's been feeling over the weekend, see what you got planned for the upcoming week. So, Baba, let's start with you.
Yeah, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, my weekend was wonderful. I say Friday, spent it chilling with all y'all. We went to the Sixers game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Joel Embiid.
Got the dub.
Got some free nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I ain't get the 12-piece yet, bro.
I told you, man. I even texted this man to tell him, remind him. I seen it on Instagram.
Wait. So do you got to do it in Philly?
Yeah, you gotta go in Philly.
Oh, see,
which is kind of trash. That's why I texted you. I was like, "Yo, go get your nuggets."
I'm gonna get them, John.
Aside from that, honestly, yesterday I just chilled at the crib and rested, did nothing. It's been many weekends where I just be packing my shit, then I just be tired.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just dope to just relax. So
That's good. Matt, what about you?
I would say 1 to 10, I'll probably give it like an 8, 9.
That's good.
The only reason why it's not a 10 is because yesterday I tried going to get my car registered, and of course I went to the wrong DMV. So
What's the raw DMV?
yeah, so I couldn't get it done. So gotta wait till tomorrow to get the new whip on the road.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah. Matt got
good.
the new whippies.
Mm-hmm.
Big moves. All right, Matt. So that's you. All right, Mike.
On the scale of 1 to 10 for this weekend, I give it a 10, man. Like Baba said, I was with the homies for the Sixers game. Of course, we got the dub. Joel did his thing, and we were undermanned because we ain't have Harden. Tyrese Maxey went out, and we still pulled that out against the Bucks. Had Giannis mad throwing ladders at the post game.
Hey.
No, he was like no
Giannis
reason.
was tight,
He was
bro.
tight.
It's an unwritten rule. You can go, after the game, get your free throws
honestly,
in.
it's
the
actually
greats did
selfish,
it.
bro.
No,
Bro, listen,
the
I was
greats did it.
talking to a homie of mine that worked there,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Tell
got to change the arena from the Sixers to the Flyers.
Yeah, like,
people
yo,
gotta
bro.
go home. Giannis can
Hey,
go
listen.
back
Hey,
and
listen.
handle
Work
that
on his
somewhere
free
else.
throws
Exactly. He
later,
could've
bro.
went to
Don't
LA
do that
Fitness.
there.
I'm
Take
just
that to
saying.
LA
I'm just
Fitness.
saying. It's an unwritten rule. He's trying to be a great. Kobe
He
did it.
already great.
Kobe did it at the games. Don't matter where he went. So let
He's
the
not-
man
he's
get.
not
He's
Kobe.
not Kobe.
I mean, we know he ain't Kobe. But let him, be great.
All I'm gonna say is Giannis. It's cool. I'm just happy about the Chick-fil-A.
Thank you for the chicken nuggets, baby.
12
Facts.
count.
But
Shout out to Giannis.
yeah, but outside of that, Saturday was good. Went bowling.
Nice.
I hit up the Museum of Illusions over in Philly, so that's a good spot. If y'all haven't been there, I would definitely go there. Nice little date night. And then I'm excited because this is the first episode of the Black Privilege Podcast on with my guys. So I can't complain, man. What's up with you? Scale of 1 to 10 with you?
All right, so I'll say for me, I would say I'm going to give it a 10.
Okay.
Sixers,
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you already know. Yup. So Sixers got the dub. Yesterday was relaxing. Went shopping a little bit. Got a little drip, a little this, a little
Okay.
that, a little something, nothing too much, nothing too crazy. And then of course we just finished watching the Eagles game. Got that dub. So hey,
Jalen Hurts.
can't be mad at it.
It's a bad boy.
Good eats next week.
Wait, hold on.
What's
Oh
up?
yeah, Thanksgiving. Wait, hold on. Yo, Amari, can you and Baba explain to the audience the crucial knowledge of TJ Maxx and Marshalls and what it does for your wardrobe? Because you wore what?
The little
Yeah,
bracelet.
yeah, the bracelet.
Lionhearted.
Don't sleep, man.
TJ Maxx got the gems. Might as well call me a Maxinista, you feel me?
Don't sleep. TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on it.
I was just telling Amari earlier. I was like, yo, when we was little, and our parents used to. I remember moms used to drag me and Matt to her errands on Saturdays. Yo, I used to hate going to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory, Walmart, Target. If it was a place where we knew it was gonna be long, I hated it. And we used to get our ass whooped quite a bit because we'd be there maybe 30 minutes before you know me and Matt going at it. But I'll be in Home Goods. I'll be in TJ Maxx all the time now. I don't know. You be finding gems, so that's
Facts.
Good essentials.
Facts.
Go to
And for the
Marshalls.
low.
Get the Home
For the logo.
Goods. You know what
Hey.
I mean? Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. All right, well, let's bring it back to what we were, what we wanted to talk about today.
Before we go in,
Oh, okay.
scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I don't
man
know.
behind the
The
man.
man behind it.
Damn.
yo,
Your
Matt,
boy,
producer.
your boy ain't introduced me, so I
Yeah,
ain't know
that's why I was like, I wanted to kind of stop him before we even got to the mental
You
health.
right, you right. Yo,
Like,
you know,
but
Dan, you know
yo,
I
this
love
is
you,
this is the guy behind the camera,
Everything here.
the making everything happen
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
right here.
The wise one.
The excellent one. On a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like an 8, man. I mean, it's only an 8 because Jets probably just suck. But you know, I've been hitting the gym.
Okay.
Word.
You know, got a personal trainer. I'm definitely putting my health and making it a priority. So I've been like literally hitting the gym like 5 days a week.
He said he was only gonna do like 3 to start, but
Yeah.
he
Is exceeding expectations.
Yeah, so, and I've been feeling good. I mean, I already dropped like a couple pounds already. Yeah, you can clap it up. You can clap it up.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do that.
And I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling blessed, like financially, and you know, I'm staying busy, especially during those winter months where it gets a little slower for me. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
Word. I dig that, Matt. Yo, I appreciate you for remembering that because you know sometimes things just slip. We get in the middle of a conversation, just lose track. But I'm gonna get back to Dan. You said something real crucial earlier that made me think of bring us back to what we're actually talking about today, which is what's our why. And I want everybody to think not long and hard, obviously, because we're on a time, not necessarily a time stamp, but what's our why? We all came together as a collective and we decided that we wanted to do a podcast because we wanted to inspire the next generation through our life experiences. It's up to, we don't have to go necessarily in any particular order. But I do want us to at least share with the audience what's our why. Like, what are we doing here with this platform based on like what you individually and also as a group, what you hope to achieve, like what type of, goals do you hope that this podcast can achieve and all that. So I think I want to start with, if I can I pivot over to Matt?
I really didn't want to go first, but yeah.
You don't want to go first?
I mean, I'll go first.
I'm putting you on the spot, man.
I think that we've all experienced certain things in life that can speak to someone, that can help save maybe a life, that can be, and we can give information, and we all come from different experiences, childhoods, upbringing, some similar to others, but I feel like we've all experienced different things that can speak to different people.
And I, as you see, we're all men of color here. And I want you to go deeper with that. So I want you to share with us at least one experience. You don't have to tell everybody all of your business, but like you have a very unique story. And I think that your story could really touch people's lives because from where things that you experienced and where you are at now, I think it's a very, very much a testimony to what it means to persevere, to be knocked down and be able to get up. So I'm going to ask you, can you go deeper about what you mean by that? Like, what experience have you had?
just being African American, you experience different things than any other race. And with that being said, when you're put in a situation, or if you get in trouble, or if you get a record, things afterwards, it affects you more than just serving your time or doing your sentence. If you get in trouble for robbing someone, or for whatever the crime, it doesn't matter. The life after is basically like you're still. It might be just as bad as being incarcerated.
Yes.
So that's what I've been experiencing. And there people say, oh, there's always a second chance, but unless you go and make or create that second chance, no one is willing to give you that second chance.
So how have you used that experience? Like, what are you doing currently? Because essentially what you're alluding to is that, you've had some legal problems, but you didn't allow that to kind of keep you there. So when you allude to you have to create your own second chance,
I mean,
like bridge that with.
That's why I'm on this podcast. That's why I'm, trying to, with you guys, do One Life Collective, because I feel like that's the only, way that I can advance in life.
Okay. All right.
That's real shit, man.
That is, man.
Facts, bro. Thanks for sharing that.
Nah, for real, man. It's cool, bro. We appreciate you for really saying that. What's going through your mind right now?
Nigga, I don't want you to keep asking me questions. That's what's on my mind right now, bro.
I understand that. All right. Well, Matt, I will say this, bro. Like, we love you, bro. And we're all proud of you. Because we know you've been through a lot. And I think we all know how much this podcast means to you, and who you intend to inspire, and how you want to use your experience to make a difference. So I love you, bro. I just want you to know that. You hear me? You hear me? Thank you for being vulnerable, though, bro.
Absolutely.
Well,
This is what it's about, man.
This
Like
is
this is like exactly what it is. Like we just gotta, keep it straight.
100.
100. Like we're all gonna get to that moment where we're talking about something that makes us extremely uncomfortable, makes us extremely vulnerable, and the fact that we have this type of expression to do that, and especially as men of color, to put ourselves out there is not easy, because we've been taught all of our lives that we shouldn't express our feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and we should hide them. Like, and it's just getting to that point. And I'm like that. I'm just like him. Like, I don't want y'all seeing me crying for the shit. Like, I don't want that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm learning to, and I think we all are learning to like really express that vulnerable side of us, because it's real shit.
I feel like, Baba, you like, did you want to add anything? I don't know if you, just reading your body language.
Yeah, I think when you asked us about our why, I think like the main thing is what we're doing here. One, from like personal experience, like I want us to be able to let people know, especially people who come from the same walk of life as us, that they're not alone, that they're not the only one that's gone through that pain, and to be able to share our stories so they can have inspiration and hope. And the second thing that really want to do is show that community and brotherhood, not only through how we're all here to support each other, but to be able to give resources out to people that are feeling lonely or feel alone. I think like Matt said, like even like a personal experience for myself. My why is like not too long ago during like COVID, like, you know, I I got into some legal trouble myself. Um and around drinking and driving. And like my big thing that was hard during that time is I kept it to myself. And in that time, like I had left my job at the same time. So I was just very worried about like what life would be like without that. But I found that like sharing that and actually opening up to my friends instead of keeping it inside was a big thing that helped me overcome it. Cause you know, those things happen, you feel shameful about it. And I think like sharing, just showing people that you can go through that pain, but sharing it, having people to talk to, having people to relate to. Like when I spoke with people, people were like, oh, that's happened to me before. And it just made that pain like a little lighter. Then so like really that's what my why here, like allowing people and like sending a message that you can't be vulnerable with your pain. It's helpful. Being able to relate with somebody else will help because you can see like somebody who might have persevered and been through the same situation you are ends up in a better place. So being able to see that light at the end of the road, even though everything might not be the way you hope it is right then and there. And that's really my why there, to send that message that, you know, you have that community in us, and that we want to share the ways that we've overcome the pain that you might be going through.
Thank you for sharing that. I just had a feeling, and I know how close you and Matt are. You know, you guys have known each other since what, 13, 14?
Oh, I know, like 7th grade.
Yeah, and you know, it's good to hear you say that because I feel like Matt has expressed that. It just took you a while, but the fact that you can be vulnerable, with your friends, because like no one's perfect. So I appreciate you for saying that. Mar, you want to hop in?
Yeah, I can definitely go. For me, my why stems from a promise I made to my brother. He actually passed to suicide in 2018. So when you guys asked me to be a part of the podcast, of course for me it was a little like, okay, do I really want to do this? Because for me, I really don't speak out, you know what I mean, about my situation, but I understand that there's other people that may have the same experience as me, may have lost someone to suicide. One of the things that happened this weekend that I didn't speak about during my mental health check-in was Survivor's Day, which was actually yesterday, where people who have experienced suicide loss get together to share their experiences, to let people know that they're not alone, build a connection and their understanding of different steps that people can take to, take moment by moment and day by day and surround themselves with people that have love for them. And, you know what I mean? So that's, for me, that's what y'all are. Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all my support system. Of course, I have other friends and, family that are there for me, but this was an opportunity for me to, of course, get my story out there and then also connect with like-minded black kings and, and just kind of get out there and, of course, change one life at a time. And then we can change the community and then change the world. So that's a promise I kept with my brother. I'm going to continue to do it day by day. So, yeah, that's pretty much my why.
Word. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna toss it over to you.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah.
I forgot I was over here.
See, I forgot about you before, then I remembered to tell you.
So my why, I guess, just this form of expression, it's just really important to me. Like being able to be in this profession and being able to do what I love, without any like, I'm not, you don't know me. I don't work a regular 9 to 5. I don't, but I used to. And I remember just going through that time and just like really having like anxiety, like, cause I felt like I had that imposter syndrome. I felt like I wasn't living up to anything in life. Like I felt like a failure, to be completely honest with you. And it just, like I remember like one time because I used to work at an Amazon warehouse. Which if y'all ever seen
Matt can tell you.
Yeah,
Matt used to always tell me about.
Yep.
He worked for both. We got 2 Amazon.
He was on the better side.
It was an operation.
Nah, it wasn't that much better, bro. The grass ain't always greener on the other side.
Nah,
but
sure
yeah,
ain't.
it was.
So like I just remember like going to the bathroom and like literally crying my eyes out because I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Nah,
Like,
hey.
I was like having anxiety, like I was having heart palpitations. It was crazy. And then like at that time, like I started going back to church, and I was like just asking God, like praying to God, like just send me a sign because I was doing videography and stuff on the side, and it was like a hobby. I didn't really take it too professionally. But I knew it was like I wanted to do it, and people was telling me like, "Hey, you got the talent for this. You can do this." I was like, so I just started praying like, God, just send me a sign that you want me to do this, and literally the next day I got a sign, like literally got a job the next day.
Mhm.
And I don't have that job now. Like it's totally gone and past, but that was the only sign I needed, and to be able to do this professionally and do it at my own, at my own level, at my own pace. And to do it every day, it's really a blessing. And to impact my community and POC communities, POC communities at large, just through this expression is something that's really important to me. It's how I give back to my community. And this is why I wanted to do this podcast, and I was super adamant about it. And I you see the setup now, like
Yay.
it's something.
Yo, Danny, you did your thing, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
And I did it because I love this. Like I love this shit. I love producing shit like this, and I love just like being behind the camera and stuff too. And even doing this, like being in front of the camera right now, like this, that's actually really uncomfortable for me. I really don't like that. But for this podcast, I thought it was important. So
Right.
that's my why.
I wanted to say this. I think that we have a very, very solid core. But it's like if you guys know, it's just like with Golden State. And they already won the chip. They already had Steph, Clay, Draymond. They had a nice nucleus. And then when they got KD, it's just like we can't lose. That's what you are, bro. So I appreciate you. Like
appreciate
you like
that.
the KD.
I'm Steph. Keep going.
And I'm Clay.
You are Clay.
No, you Draymond.
Draymond, yeah.
You Draymond.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, I guess I'll finish out this segment. One, I wanted to say, Matt, I appreciate you for setting the tone for this conversation. I know it's hard, but every single time you share, you empower another person. So I just wanted to start off by saying that. I appreciate everybody who shared so far. And I guess what I have to say kind of builds off of what Danny was talking about with like kind of feeling like a failure, and also connects with Baba. Like, my road of, I guess, scoring started during the pandemic. I think for a lot of people. Never forget, end of the year, I lost my job during COVID. And during COVID, I was living in Harlem at that time. Decided that it wasn't safe to be in New York because COVID was just so unknown. It was spreading rapidly. It was just like a very, very crazy time. And I was like, you know what? Like, might just be better for me to pack up. I'm working remotely, go kick it at, my parents' crib and lay low. Lost my job though, got into a very, very depressive state. And I think part of it is just because I had always wanted to move to New York. I finally did it. I was in a field that like I felt like it was mission based. Like I'm currently a project manager. That's what I was doing in New York, in terms of housing developments throughout the city. And now I do that within New Jersey. But I guess my identity at one point was do my job. And I guess part of it was social media influence. But I guess like what it means to be a successful man, for me, I didn't really hone into like the things that actually make you a successful man. And a lot of that starts from within. I put much more emphasis on like my job, how much money I made, the kind of apartment I had. And when I lost that, I felt like I lost my identity, if that makes sense. So I got into a very, very bad spiral of drinking to the point where like I started taking sleeping pills and I got into a depressive mode. I can relate to Danny when it comes to anxiety. And I'm like, yo, like I am not supposed to be here. Like there's supposed to be, like I'm supposed to be much further along in my life. Why am I here? I'm questioning every day, why? But like I wasn't using the proper channels in terms of like handling my stress. So I just one day I remember I took 2 sleeping pills. I drank a shit ton of liquor and I was like, if I go today, like I'm good. Like kind of just gave up. And I guess God was like, nah, you ain't done, son. Woke me up. I spent some time at a rehab facility, met some awesome people, learned some awesome techniques in terms of how to handle stress, but also how to communicate and set boundaries, because I felt like sometimes also like I didn't set boundaries. And after that, like things started looking up. I got a therapist. I've had a therapist now it's about to be a whole year I've had a therapist. But when it comes to my why, that's my why. My why is the fact that like I've seen what it means to identify yourself with things that really in life don't matter. Like what matters is how you inspire, how you make other people feel. Not necessarily how much money you make. It's about the imprint that you make on people. And the thing I am most grateful for is the fact that I have a great support system. Like Amari said, I got all of y'all. I have literally the best friends in the world. I have a great mom. I have a good dad. Like, I have a great support system and nobody gave up on me. And people speak life into me when I didn't see life in myself. Like, it's been many times that me and Matt have sat in a car and we just fellowship and we just talk and he encourages me just like I encourage him. And so this podcast gives me an opportunity to tell people no matter how sucky life gets, like you can bounce back. And I want to at least just be able to show people what like a group of fire, talented, driven, smart Black men look like all in the same room. And the fact that we give off such positive energy, like that's honestly my why. That is. So I appreciate all of y'all. I do. Like from the bottom of my heart, I love each and one of y'all. Like I take a bullet for all of y'all. And that's real.
Straight up.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, Mike.
I love y'all, man.
Love y'all, man.
All right. Well, I mean, we got a little sentimental, but like that needs to happen. I guess one thing I wanted to talk about with that when we're talking about what's our why, we've discussed that. Out of all of your experiences, I can either turn the question either one of two ways. If you because we're all like reaching near age 30 or at 30, I'm 30. If you were 17, 18, what would you either tell your future self now?
Get into crypto.
Yeah, definitely.
Bitcoin.
That's I ain't gonna lie, that's bad. Or you can either choose one. Either if you were 17 or 18, what would you tell your future self now? Or two, what is one word of advice that you could give to someone who is struggling with what? And it could be like, you know, they just dealing with baby mama drama. They could just be having financial stress. Or they, you know, maybe they're dealing with, you know, God and they're like, you know, struggling in their spiritual connection with him. Like, what is one word of advice you would give to someone? You either one. And I'll start off with Amar.
I can go. I will honestly just say live in the moment. I feel like a lot of times we're so focused on like getting the big house, you know, like kind of like what you were saying, like with your job and everything. But a lot of times, like God already has everything aligned. So I feel like even for me, like a lot of times when I was stressed about certain things, if I just sat in the moment and just like, okay, just relax, everything always falls into place. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I would just say, yeah, just live in the moment. Keep it simple.
Honestly, that was the same thing that popped in my head, except I was going to say take it day by day.
Yeah, moment.
Because, like, even if we're talking spiritually, like, I forgot the verse off the top of my head, but it says, worry about today rather than tomorrow. Sorry if I butchered that.
You know
but
what book is this?
I don't
Is this
know.
in the Bible?
It is in the Bible. I'm gonna find out. We're gonna pull it up later on. I'm sorry. I go.
Didn't you just go to church today?
Yeah, but it don't mean I'm perfect either.
You wasn't paying attention.
That's
That
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
problem. You
They
wasn't
ain't
paying
say it
attention.
in church, but I'm just saying that it doesn't mean I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
What was the
I'm
start
not.
of the scripture?
You know, Matt be trying to research
It's
everything.
alright. It's alright.
Nah, you good,
It's
good.
alright. But just take it
Nah,
day
but
by
dude-
day is what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
I think, like y'all said, always worrying about whether it's that promotion, that pay raise, all that stuff just gets you so worried that you don't get to. That's what causes you that anxiety. So you don't get to enjoy where you are today. And the flip side to that is like,
Matthew 6:34.
all right,
Oh,
thank you.
see?
Straight from Matthew, you feel me?
Literally.
Exactly. You feel me? But like facts, it's just like, you know, that's that. And I think the flip side of advice to that is just being grateful. Like something that has helped me recently is when I wake up and pray, I just thank God for the simple things, like having a roof over my head instead of saying, why ain't I making this? Having a meal instead of why I can't buy that, or like, and that's really just helped me be happy with where I am today.
No, that's facts. I guess it can go for either advice to give someone or to tell my younger self. But be impeccable about your word, and that's it. Like if I would have known the power, well, I did know the power of the word, but I didn't fully understand, the power that, your tongue has. Like at the end of the day, like is the most powerful thing. And honestly, I've noticed patterns, like in my life, when I say certain things are going to happen at certain times or something's it happens. You feel me? Because why? I'm speaking it into existence. Like, and one thing I told my brother the other day, and I think everybody might, benefit from it, is every day at 1 point or 2 points in, throughout your day, just simply say, money comes to me easily and I don't worry about it. Like, because when that happens, like, honestly, I'll just, out of nowhere, I hit $100 or I get something for free, or like where I don't have to spend my money. So those are two things that, like I would say, be impeccable about your word and speak, things like money comes to me easy and I don't worry about it. That's my advice.
I guess for me, I would tell my present self and my past self just to pray more. Pray more.
Yeah.
Save my money. Save your money. Realize school is not for everybody.
That's a fact.
Honestly, that's yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Off on your lane.
I would tell my past self, like, stop being off. Honestly. Like, honestly though,
Yo,
honestly.
that's crazy.
That's real, yo. That's real.
One of these days we gotta talk about
How many
the
hours do
epidemic in America, bro. There's numbers on this.
It's like how much time do you really think we wasted just doing either just watching or performing the act?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, but what were you saying?
no, that was pretty much that was pretty much it. But I would definitely say like pray more for sure. Like just gotta like seek God, man. And I would say that to myself right now because like I've always like set myself back with spiritually with Him. So yeah.
Nah, that's deep. I would say, for me, set boundaries.
Okay.
That's honestly the biggest thing I've learned over the last year. And I mean it in a way that like it's not that you don't care about the people that are around you, like your friends, your family, things of that nature. It's about like acknowledging what you can and cannot handle, and acknowledging that like we are human and there's only 24 hours in a day, and at some point, like your happiness and the things that you want, it's okay to be selfish about. So I guess there's the setting boundaries and the selfishness kind of going hand in hand. I think for me, just personally, feel like I really do like I'm a people pleaser. Like I don't want to disappoint people. And for me, sometimes that's to the detriment of my own happiness. And then sometimes I resent people when I could have done the proactive work of being like, you know what? Today I can't make it. Or I'm sorry, dog. I love you, but I'll see you next week. Or, you know what? Like, I would love to help you, but I have something I kind of need to handle. Once I'm done with that, I'll tap in with you. So I would think, in my personal opinion, set boundaries. Because one, if you allow people to just think they have access to you all the time, they'll continue to do that because you haven't set those boundaries. Mm-hmm. And it's not anything that they're doing of ill will. It's just because you haven't communicated and made clear that that's what you need. And I think that'll serve your happiness. I think so many times we have all these plans, we have all these goals, but many times like we have family, we have communities, we have obligations. We're a part of organizations, things of that nature, and we never take the time to like really make sure that we're good. Because how can we be our best for other people if we can't even be our best for ourselves? So that would be mine.
Like that.
The last thing I wanted to wrap up with is the purpose of the Black Privilege Podcast. I know we kind of touched on it before, and I know I said we wouldn't really go into it too much. We talked about our why, but if anybody could give us one word that kind of symbolizes the Black Privilege Podcast, just give us one word. Speak freely. Like one word that like symbolizes what you think BPP stands for.
Community.
Self-awareness.
Progress. Yeah, we're looking at you, bro.
I'm going to say diversity.
Mm-hmm.
Empowerment.
That's nice. Well, we appreciate you all for tuning in to this first episode. I'm going to let Danny close this out.
What am I supposed to do? What you mean? You got to close this out. What you talking about? I am not prepared.
Okay. We appreciate you all for listening. We hope that you took something from this. We hope we were able to make you laugh, shed some wisdom, but also be inspired. Please look out for the next episode. And we have so much more content to come. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
God is love.
Reverend style. Peace.